guys, it's Mandy from Mandyleeplays, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys 10 things you need to know about NieR Automata on the Nintendo Switch. So this review code was given to me by Square Enix, so thank you Square Enix for the Nintendo Switch copy. I love this game so much, and I'm glad I could be covering it for all you Switch players out there. So the copy I have is NieR Automata the End of YoRHa edition, which comes jam-packed with the DLC and some exclusive Nintendo Switch costumes as well. So enough about that, let's get to the list. Now, the one thing you want to know about NieR Automata is who it was developed by and who published it. So the publisher is Square Enix, and it was developed by Platinum Games, and the Switch copy was handled by Virtuos, which is very, very good because they have a good track record for ports, and I was so glad when I heard that Virtuos was doing the port because I was like, they do good ports to the Switch. So we could thank Virtuos for bringing this marvel of a game to the Switch. Now number 2 is this game was directed by Yoko Taro. I really respect his work so much because he does his own thing in the gaming industry and goes against the grain to develop a thought-provoking story. If you know me, I love stories. So I really admire Yoko Taro. He's kind of an oddball, but it comes with the territory, I guess.
NieR Automata T-shirt, NieR Automata T-shirt, NieR Automata T-shirt, NieR Automata T-shirt, Square Enix.
Now on to number 3. You wouldn't have guessed it, but NieR Automata is actually a sequel to NieR. Now NieR was released years ago, and recently they re-released it as a remake. And I love that game so much as well, but it's only for the PlayStation 4 for now. So hopefully we get a Switch port for that, but you can enjoy NieR Automata by itself. There are some storylines that are for, die-hard fans, but even though this is a sequel, you can still enjoy it and grasp the story without playing the first game or the other games as well. And another fun fact is, the whole NieR universe was spun off as a joke ending from the Drakengard series, also directed by Yoko Taro. That is why people in the fandom refer to it as the Drake and NieR universe. Now go into Drakengard at your own discretion because that game is wild and it's very old too. I think it came out during the PlayStation 3/PlayStation 4? No. It came out during the PlayStation 3 and Xbox era. So it's really weird to have a game that spun off from a joke ending, making it its own kind of franchise, but it's Yoko Taro, so... And number 4 is keeping in tradition that Yoko Taro has to have multiple endings in his games. NieR Automata is no exception. This baby has a total of 26 endings. But don't be intimidated because most of them are joke endings, so they don't impact the story at all. Only 4 of them impact the story as a whole. But there is a total of 26 endings. So don't stress about beating the game 26 times because only 4 out of these endings are canon. But seeing as NieR came from a joke ending from his other games, it makes me think that what if the next NieR game comes from a joke ending from this NieR Automata game? That would be weird. So number 5 is the story. The story of NieR Automata takes place in the vast future on Earth, ravaged by alien machines. You play as 2B, an android who specializes in frontline combat, with her partner 9S, who is a scanner unit and a hacker. You are part of a task force named YoRHa, a group of androids with the sole objective of reclaiming Earth for the humans. As the game goes on, the machines birth a humanoid creature called Adam, and from that, he births Eve. After seeing that, you realize that the alien machines aren't what they seem to be. And that is all I can say without spoiling anything. Now on to number 6, the tone of the game. Now, NieR Automata is like a philosopher's wet dream coming to a game because there's a lot of philosophical things talked about with the characters, the side characters, the machines. And to further hit the nail on the whole philosophical thing, every major machine is named after a famous philosopher, one of them being the friendly machine Pascal. But the whole theme of the game makes you really think about what it means to be human and what it means to be a machine. 2B was even monologuing about a question we all too often think about.
We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
Now on to number 7, and that is what to expect with the gameplay. So the gameplay is fire coming in with 2 weapons ready to slice a filet mignon. Because the gameplay is pretty fire and I love it. But in all seriousness, Platinum Games really stepped it up with this title. The gameplay is very unique because it's a combination of many different gameplay styles. But the one you'll be using the most is hack and slash. You can perform different combos, heavy or weak, that is oh so satisfying. You also have the help from your pod, which is not only your part-time nanny, it can also be the harbinger of death with its projectiles that shoot non-stop as long as you hold the correct button, and it can also do a super attack with the L bumper. So these things are really handy. Now this is why I say the game is unique, because it also switches perspective depending on the moment. You could go from the classic hack and slash to an overhead view and a little bit of side scrolling as well. There's also flying moments that basically becomes a shump, which if you don't know what a shump is, it's basically a shoot 'em up or a bullet hell kind of style, and all that is combined with JRPG elements. Now number 8, the meta moments in the menu. With the characters being androids and all that stuff, the UI aesthetically functions like a computer. Now you can see this in the beginning of the game when 9S is booting 2B.
Okay, settings should all be good to go. Okay, good. If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it, so once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out.
Also, the way you get skills in this game is by putting chips. So I really love the meta moments in the menu, especially because the menu is not just for the player, it's for the androids too. And to bring home the point that you are indeed an android, when you die, you leave behind your previous body. So basically if you die, they give you another 2B lookalike and you come out of a vending machine. But you better go look for that dead body where you fell, because that has all your chips and money and items and you want that back. So all you have to do is go back to where you died and absorb the dead body into your new body. Now even though this game wants you to hit home that you're an android, they do have feelings. 2B actually says feelings are prohibited in the beginning.
Scouting out enemy lines and all that, I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
But soon enough, she starts developing feelings as well. So these are not just soulless husk or anything. 2B and 9S and the other characters are characters in their own right. Now another humanizing part of 2B that I love is that even though she could kick butt in heels, when you're walking, she trips all the time. And it's just so funny. And number 9, the performance. So sadly, the Switch version runs at 30, but it's a very stable 30. So it's not like going all over the place, which is very, very nice because you don't want them frame drops everywhere. So thank the gaming gods that this is not a cloud version of the game. It's its own port on the It is ported to the Switch for the Switch. That is it. Because I really don't like cloud gaming. I see you there, Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, why did they do that game so dirty? But I love how with NieR Automata, they did with the whole porting, not just a cloud version. The game runs really smooth, and in my opinion, it's one of the best third-party ports we have on the Switch. But, you know, sacrifices had to be made, like texture pop-in and way less detail in the environment. I'll show you some PS4 versus Switch comparisons.
Enemies destroyed.
Not quite. Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal: dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
in at number 10 is the music. The music is so fire. It is so good. I love it a lot. Now you would notice that some tracks have vocals and it sounds kind of like gibberish. They made up a whole new language for the vocals, which is a mashup of different languages from around the world, which they didn't even have to put that effort, but it's just so good. And I like how the vocals and the songs kind of feel like it's from the distant future. Like you don't even know what language people are speaking at that point, that it sounds like this gibberish or mashup of different languages. Now I love this aspect when it comes to boss battles, but when the music complements the boss battle, oh my god, it's so satisfying. And I just love the soundtrack. Now for a bonus one, you can't look up to be scared. She will shoo you away. It's really cute. So that is it for today's video. Again, thank you Square Enix for the review copy. I love talking about my favorite game on my favorite platform. Can't believe I live in that timeline. Please hit that like button if you like the video, and if you like my content and would love to see more, hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. You can follow me on my Twitter at Mandyleeplays. Hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the day, and as always, play a good game. Peace.